Welcome to Housekeeping Tips with Shatter. As you can see, I'm just going to do a little ironing here. I have two jeans and I have a button-down shirt. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do our ironing. Please come along with me. First, we make sure we always iron. I do the neck first. You call it the collar. I do the neck. Okay. And it's like that. See, we straighten it out and then we're going to do it like this. Then we're going to iron it. So let's get the neck and then we're going to go to the back. We're just going to do to the back. Do the back. We press in our iron like this. And then our neck must like this, okay? Our neck supposed to be like this. Okay, on the wrong side, where our buttons are, we make sure, so we're gonna press that. I mean, you can straighten out the wrong side. Yeah, just run the iron over the wrong side like this. Just run it over it. We say run it, because we're not gonna have it perfect because that's the wrong side, but we're gonna straighten it a little so that when we're ironing the right side, then we won't have any crease, those creases, because it's straightened. Okay, so this is the back. See, I'm gonna run it over it like this. We're going to go on this side. So we're still on the wrong side. We're finishing up how we iron on the wrong side. We're going through where the buttons are, so we go like this. Right, so that's the wrong side. And we're going to go over. Already take out our sleeves. They're out. So we're going to make sure we do this, put this. As a matter of fact, before we do that, let's do this part, this little part here. This middle section right here. Below the collar, right across. So we're going to straighten it. There's a little pleat here. We fix that little pleat. See, we want no crease. So we go there. Okay. And then we have this part, same like here. We're going to press on the iron, see? Press on the iron. And then that is complete. Then we're going to take our shirt. Remember, we already do the collar. So we're going to take our shirt. That's how I do it. Then I hold it like this. And I'm going to put it on the board. Straighten it. I always make sure I straighten, because I don't want any crease or anything. So this side, and then I'm gonna press on my iron. Yeah, I'm gonna go in between where the buttons are. Press as I go along. And then I'm gonna do this where the buttons are just straight up so we can get the edges, right? So we're going to pull this over some more, because we want under the arm, under here. Because I do not want the shirt to be crushed. This is the cord, so I put the cord over there. And then take it off. Then we're going to put it on the board. And then we're going to iron right here. So where the pocket is, yeah, straighten it so nice, right there. Then we're going to take it off. I take it off like this. So you see we do this. Then I'm going to do the sleeve. I'm going to rest it on the board like this. I make sure I get this pleat here, this crease right here, under the arm, and then we get our seam right here. This part where we have the button, we can also button here, so we get this. See, straight and nice. So we're gonna press in our iron now. Yeah. Trying to get our seam right here. And this is the cuff of the shirt. Yeah, this little part here. Press on it. Remember, we're just using the water, the steam, not using no starch or anything. If you want to use starch, go ahead and use your starch. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just damp it. Get some water, or you use a spray bottle and spray it, although you're using the steam from the iron. Okay. I want to make sure we get our seam right here. Okay. So this is one side. We're going to go on the other side. Here we go. Make sure it's straight. Sure we get on our seam, and then we have a little pleat right here. At all times, make sure we iron our pleat. Ironing between the buttons. Okay, there we go. See, this is the seam of our shirt. See the seam? And then what I do now, I hold it like this. See? Because I don't want it to crush. And I'm going to go into the middle. You pull it down on the board. I straighten it out like this. There's also a little pleat here, so I tend to make sure, see, the pleat is there at all times. Iron. Press on your iron. Okay, we pull this back over some more, because we want to get everything right here. We want to go onto the arm right here, and we want to go straight up. And we want to iron the pleat. Yeah. We don't want any crease in our shirt. So we're going to pull over. And we're going to press in our iron. See? Yeah. Press. And we're going to do this side. Want no pleat, no crease. Remember that little pleat on the other side? There's one right here, so we press on it. Yeah? You want no little crush anything. You want a straight shirt. And then we're going to do the arm onto here. We hold it like this. As I said, this is the way I do it. I don't know how you do it. Well, you know, so do whatever way you feel to do it, whatever way you're comfortable with. The important thing is result, okay? So you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. As long as, you know, when you're through, then your shirt or your pants or whatever you're iron is ironed properly, then fine. So do it whatever way you feel comfortable with. So we get, remember at all times, we get here, straight, here, and then we get our seam, okay, and then we have the cuff. So we press in our iron right there, yes, Okay, and then we're gonna turn. Remember, we turn it on the other side. Okay, so we do one side, then we do the other one. The same, the sleeve, the back, and the front are on the other side, whatever way. Okay, and remember we have these pleats right here. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna get these pleats. These little pleats. Yeah, there's another one here. You notice there's no crease, right? We take our hand and we straighten out, so we just iron, no crease. It doesn't look complete when you have crease. Okay, so here's our sleeve, the other sleeve, so see, the seam is right there. Okay, and we're gonna do this side now, just this part leave. Then our shirt is complete. So we're gonna do this, and then we have the pocket. Remember, we press on our iron. Press down on it. And we're gonna go like this across. We have the button or hook, whatever that you call it. So see, we go there. And then we're gonna go straight because we need the edge. The edge is right there. And then remember, we're gonna do it like this because we want the top part here. Yeah, the shoulder. We're gonna press on it like this. And then for me, what I normally do, I just do this. Although I did it before, just, you know, because I'm finished. And then I get the hanger. And one of her shirts, as a matter of fact, her shirt is complete. I'll show you the finished product. Okay, I'm buttoning it. I'm just going to button two buttons, one at top, one at bottom. And this is it. So you notice you have your shirt all iron. You have your seam. Yes, we always, Jamaicans love this seam. Pants, shirt, everything seam. And we have this, if you want to wear a tie, you can. If not, then you have your button-down shirt right there. Okay. Oh, then we have our jeans next. Before I start, I'm going to pour myself. I'm going to refill this. Okay, and remember this is tap water. Then we have our jeans. We already refill our iron. And then there are the pockets. So we're going to take the pockets out. And then we're going to do the pockets. Remember? We do the pockets. Always make sure we do the pockets. So one pocket there. Then this is only two. And this is one. So it's two. Then we have our pants like this. Okay, we're going to put our pants on the board. Okay, I'm going to pull it up on the board like this. I like to use my hand so I can fix the pocket, you know, because, you know, let it level right here. And then I'm going to press down with my iron. Yeah. This is the pants, the pocket. So I'm just going to press on it like this. Normally you can use, as I said, it's nice when you use starch to iron jeans. But I just don't feel like using anything right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron with the steam from the iron. Okay, then we pull our pants over on the board, and then we're going to do the back pocket. Okay, so, and in the same time we're ironing the pocket, we're doing the waist. We're ironing the waist. Okay, so I press down on my iron, you know. Then I turn it over to the back. Yeah. Okay, so this one is finished, so we're going to do the other one, okay? So we're going to pull it like this. Then we have our back pocket right here. And at the same time, we're doing the waist. Pull over. Yeah. This is the pocket, side pocket, so I just want to get it level. See? Like that. And I'm going to put my iron and I'm going to press down on my iron. And this is the front where you have the zip. I'm going to do right where the zip is, see? That little part here. Stone on it, iron it. Okay, then we finish the top of our pants. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to find the seam. This is the pants, right? So therefore, I'm going to find the seam and I do it like this. I shape my pants, there you go. And then I'm going to hold it like this. And this way, I'm going to make sure that they're even. See? Okay, so I'm going to put it on my board like this. I'm going to put it on my board like this. See? I'm going to make sure it's very even. So while I'm doing this one, I make sure that one, so see? You make sure this is even. So if it's not even, we try to even it, okay? So there you go. Try to even it. Six. Okay, so this is, and then we're gonna iron it. Okay, so first, see, make sure I don't hear. First then you iron. What I tend to do, I do this so I can pull this down some more on the board. And then I'm gonna lift this side up and then we're gonna go where the zip is. Right here. Remember we're seaming our pants now, okay? So we want to make sure it's straight. Pull this over a little and then we're gonna press on our iron so we can get our seam. See? This is the seam right here, the front seam. Okay, open that back. Okay. And then we're gonna go over to the back. Okay. We're gonna focus on the back right here, where the back pocket is. Press. Okay, so what we do now, we turn this over on the other side. Right. See? This side. We have our pants. So we're going to do the same thing here. To make sure when we're ironing pants or shirts, we don't have any crease. So you don't want any crease. So you just want everything just to be straight and look finished. See, then pressing, going on my iron, trying to get my seam. Okay, what I do, just like what I did around the other side, I do this so I can pull this down on the board. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to do the front right here. Make sure that the seam in the front is all set. Okay, so I finished this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. Because I'm going to do the other foot. Okay? So I get the other foot. Fix this nicely on the board. This one already ironed, we don't want to crush it. So let me try to fix this one now. Here we go. Okay, so we start on here, we make sure what I do this so I can get this down on the board. And as you notice, see the seam, the line, it's even. Okay, for us to get our seam, we have to make sure the line is centered. You gotta make sure it's centered. See, it's in the center. See. Then we're going to pull it over here. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to turn this over. So what we normally do, we hold this together. The one that we did before, right here, we turn it over. Okay, I'm going to continue to do the foot. Okay. Make sure. We want all our seam in our jeans nice and straight and, you know, finish. I mean, there are people, a lot of people wear their jeans like that, but I don't know, most people, once you're from Jamaica, you see they're coming from the cleaners or they do it themselves. They like their jeans to be ironed. Matter of fact, Jamaicans love everything to be ironed. I like it too. Everything looking shiny and nice on you. All put together. White sneakers, shiny shoes. Yeah. This. Even if it's a broken down sneakers, wipe it off with soap, cloth, and bleach, or wash it. Yep. car, it's all shine and clean. You always see most Jamaicans, they drive up and they park up somewhere. You see they're using that, what do we call it? They call it shamai. The dusting cloth, duster like, and they shine on the car. Yep. Okay. Now we have completed our pants. Now, you can look, this is it, this is your pants, and I'm going to put it back so you see the seam. Okay. So this is the pants with the seam, right? So you have this. Okay. Normally I can do this. I tend to do this at times. Okay. Where I'm going to put the iron, I just do this. So I put it in on the hanger. And this is your pants. See, this is your jeans. All seamy and nice. Look. Yeah, and it's just the steam from the iron. Can you imagine if I use starch? Okay, so I have one more jeans leave. What I do always refill. This way when I refill, I mean in the middle while I'm ironing, I don't have to stop. Okay. Okay, so we have this jeans now. Remember what we do first? We do our pockets. We make sure our pockets are straight, so we do our pockets. Then make sure at all times our pockets are straight, because we don't want when we start ironing, then you're going to have crush, wrinkles. Oh, there's a kerchief there. Okay, so this is the top of the pants, right? This is the pocket, and remember, we're going to do the waist while we're doing the top. We're going to pull our pants back, and then we're going to go close to the zip, where the zip is. Right. Make sure we press it in our iron. Okay. It's the back pocket. Then we're going to go to the other side, which is this side. Yeah, I tend to do this so I can straighten the pocket. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Press on. Okay. Okay, now we're going to find our seam. The other one I did not zip it up. But I'm going to zip this up for you and show you. See? Come on. Oh. Okay, it's all zipped up. So I'm going to find the seam. So what I did, I do this. And then we shake it, and remember, the pleat to the middle, it has to be centered. Okay, let me show you. This one is not centered. See? It's not centered. So I'm going to have to center it, find this, so I can get the seam. So how I centered it? By pulling it over in the middle. See? I hold both hands, and I pull them over. See? Both hands. Just pull them over like this. See? Over like that. See? Then I use my hand. We fix this right here. Okay, so see, I pull it. You can look. Pull it, and it's all in the middle. This thing here, it's in the middle. That's how we're gonna find our seam. Make sure it's in the middle. Okay, we're gonna start our ironing now. So if you're gonna iron, you make sure this seam here is in the middle if you want the seam. I guess some people, I don't know, they iron and they don't worry about the seam. They just want to make sure the pants or whatever they're wearing is ironed. Okay? It's your choice. I like the seam. I guess this is a way, a culture, Jamaican, all Jamaicans like, I'm sure they'll tell you that's how they like it, because that's how they know it. When the pants is ironed and the seam is up and straight and kicking, that's how they know it. They don't know it no other way. Once the pants is ironed, gotta have a seam. A shirt is ironed, seam. We even iron tie too. I'll show you another time. There's a way you can iron your tie. Yeah. See, this is it. Yeah. Okay, then we're gonna turn it over now. Hold it like this, and then we turn it over. Yeah. We press on the iron, press it down on the iron. In Jamaica, in the country part, the country people, they didn't use iron like this. They have some iron, metal iron that they use, and they would put it on the wood fire. Yeah, some people have like the coal, and put it on it, and then when it's hot, then they use a cloth and they clean it up and they iron. But what they would do, they would sprinkle or spray their clothes with water. They iron nice, because as I said, it's heavy, and you know, the wood fire, it's so hot, or the coal, whatever they put it on. They won't be using this. And then you have the tailors, they would have a kind of iron. I'm not sure what's the name of it, but they put the coal inside of that iron, and then it stays there and keep the iron hot to iron the pants after the tailor made the pants, seam it and do everything. Yeah. There's so much thing about Jamaica. Jamaica have their own every little thing. Invent a lot of little things. That's why they motto, out of many one people. That's Jamaica for you. Small, little, but they're big in everything they do. They're so big. They're say they talawa. So we're gonna put this one up, okay? And then we're gonna get the other one. Come on here. We're gonna get the other one, and if you notice, it's not centered, so we have to center it too. Remember how we centered it? Make sure we get the seam. So I hold both sides like this, and then pull it so it's centered. Yeah. All I did was just hold it, and I pulled them to center it. Make sure it's in the middle. Because if it's not in the middle, then the seam is not going to be straight. Yeah, anyone can seam something. Just iron and get a pleat, but you want to make sure they're done the right way. So what we do, see? Then I'm going to put my iron, and I'm going to press on my iron. Yeah. Let's know in Jamaica they would make their own starch from a thing they call the cassava. They grated it, put it to dry. After they grated it, and when it dried, then I guess they use, I think it's hot water. Put it into hot water, and then I saw the starch. Then they put the clothing in it, hang it to dry, and then the clothes is so stiff when it dries. But what you do, you damp it, and then you iron it. It's so stiff and nice. I didn't know anything about using these kind of starches they're using. They have their own thing. They plant their thing. Plant cassava. People also eat it. They make starch and they also eat it. I'm not sure if there is one that is sweet cassava. I'm not sure. So I'm not gonna go there. I think there's one for the starch. I am not sure, so I'm not gonna go there. But I know they have their own starch. Grated it, dried. No, after they grated this, they just wring it, or put it into some cloth and wring it, and then put it out to dry. Wow. Put it in dry. When it's dry now, you're gonna use it. You just put it in hot water, and then put the clothes in it, and you get your stiff, nice jeans. All this. Whoa. Jeans is so stiff. Okay, so we turn this over, and then once we centered it, I would say once we centered it, turning it over, we don't have to center it again. That's it. Unless you messed up the seam. So easy. I'm gonna fold this because I want to pull this down some more on the board. So I do this. You see me nor pants. Okay, we finished that. I'm gonna show you the finished product. I just put it on the board now. Okay, like this. I want to do this. Okay, and there we have it. This is our other jeans. Okay, if you can look, this is it. Yep. And then we're gonna put it on our hanger. So we're gonna put it on our hanger like this. And there we have it. See it? No starch, just the steam from the iron. Okay, so over here we have our two jeans, and then we have our shirt. See, seam, look at the seam in the shirt. And then we have this, I don't know, depends on whether you want it. If you want to wear a tie, you're good. If you don't, then you're still good. And it's up, it's not flat. See? So this is all these your finished product, okay? If you do like, please subscribe, like, share, and thank you for watching, and happy ironing.